Welcome to my 1 year ownership review of a Citroen Berlingo Rip Curl Special Edition. This is our third Berlingo, and we've had this one a year now, so I'm going to walk you through some of the things we like, don't like, and our experience of owning this Berlingo for the last 12 months. There's enough reviews on the internet, so I'm not going to take it for a drive and tell you how nice it is, things like that, because all new cars are nice. I'm just going to tell you why we like the Berlingo, some of the things I'm going to change or I was disappointed with when I ordered it. But the Rip Curl, it's got some nice little features that make it stand out from the rest in the car park. We've got different coloured fog light grills. I think the XTR has the silver spoiler. We like the colour. Comes with black wheels. Our previous one had diamond cut wheels, which did look a bit nicer. It's got a gloss black mirrors. It's got the S for the Rip Curl logo. Again, nice detail on the door moulding. A little sticker there, if you can notice it. And there we go. Let me get it in the workshop or in my little shed so we can reduce the noise. I ordered this in middle of 21, and at the time there was the feel, the flare, and you could get an XTR. And as I just mentioned, they did this. I think they got rid of the flare. They dropped one of them, and then you could order this. The Rip Curl instead. And the main difference is the trim's nice. Love the trim compared to the feel and the flare at the back. You know, the trim's nice, and for your money, it came with the black windows. It came with the opening tailgate, which is really handy when we're camping and stuff. You can use that as a shelf. It's actually quite sturdy, so you can weigh it down and get things in and out. I'd imagine if you've maybe got a dog, that'd be quite helpful. The boot's big, but I'm going to go through. Well, I could talk about all the good points forever. It'd be easier to just tell you the things I don't like or the things I was disappointed with when it turned up, and it turned up not how I expected it. So at the time, the cars had a physical handbrake, but they've now switched to an electric one, which I knew was going to come electric, which I'm not a fan of, but you've got to put up with these things. But the main thing was here was two nice cup holders, and then your handbrake in the middle. And Citroen, where have my cup holders gone? There's no reason to get rid of cup holders. It's meant to be a family car that's practical for family life. Handbrake's gone, great. You've got a nice tray. Cup holders. So what I've done, I've bought that bit of plastic. I kept my old chassis number, went into the stores at the dealership, and I've bought that bit of plastic. It's slightly wider than this one, so it's not going to be a straight swap. So when I do it, I'm going to have to modify it somehow, a bit of titivation, but I'll show you how I do that at the time to put the cup holders back. The dash has got that nice bit of trim there to brighten it up. The door cards, they've got a little, that's all lovely. The mats came with a Rip Curl logo. So everything in here is nice, love it. The only complaints was Citroen, where have my cup holders gone? And then my next bugbear was, can you guess what's missing? There's nothing in the brochure at the time that I noticed that said doesn't come with a spare wheel anymore. Our other car had a spare wheel. So again, going back to the really helpful storeman in the Citroen garage, he went online, or went in, and he, using my old chassis number, he has bought all the bits I need, or he ordered all the bits I need to put a spare back on my car. You know, the car's even still got the hole for the trim. So the car came with nothing. All it had was one of those kits for putting gel inside the tyre if it's flat, or if it's got a puncture. But for those kits to work, the tyre's got to be inflated. You put it on, it squirts the gel in, stops the leak, i.e. if you've got a nail. But if you get your car and the tyre is flat, those kits don't work, and then you're immobile till you can get a tyre on your car. You can't even drive home, you can't do anything. And I think that's really, really daft. So I bought all the stuff, and I'm going to show you, hopefully nothing's missing, and I can get all this stuff on. The guy, there's no jack with the car, there's nothing. And the other thing that really, really annoyed me is, you know, even if you want to take the tyre off yourself, it now comes with little caps. Lovely, stops you seeing a rusty wheel bolt. How are you going to get that cap off? I don't know. So again, this lovely storeman said, these are from a different model Citroen, but he's ordered me this so I can use it to pull the cap off. And if anyone's interested, there's the part number. But I have noticed on the accessory catalogue now, you can buy a spare wheel as an accessory, so it's easier for your storeman to source. And the wheel came with the tyre. £100 for wheel and tyre. I thought it was quite good. And it's a Michelin. And as an accessory, you can buy, it's a little bag, and it's got the jack, it's got everything in it you need to change your wheel. But again, you've got to buy it separately as an accessory. That's daft. Why doesn't it come with it? Anyway, so I'm gonna jack the car up and then try and fit the bits in, and I'll cut back in once I've done that. Just show you how that little grabber works. It just pulls the cap off and revealing the nuts. And again, brand new car, didn't come with any lock and wheel nuts, so if that's something you need, again, it's another accessory you need to buy. So far so good. The spare wheel carrier just hooks into the hooks that are already on the body, so you don't need to worry about that. Go underneath, I've pushed the rubber grommet out, so the hole's already there for this. So I'm gonna pop that in, nice and easy, and I'll put some copper slip on it, put that down, put that on, and then work out which size spacer. He obviously didn't know what I needed, so I've got all the sizes there, but I think I'm going to see if those ones work. Again, the studs are in the floor. I just need to put them in, put a 10mm bolt on it, on that, and then we're good to go. So that's quite easy, an easy DIY job at home, because I notice all the cars now, if you've got an electric one, I don't even know if the electric one's got the battery here or whatever, but if you've got a Berlingo and it hasn't got a spare wheel, get down to your storeman, get him to order you the bits, jack it up, and it's easy enough for you to fit. So that's a nice easy job, wheels in, and so I'm now back to having a spare, and I've got a jack and my wheel brace and my cap puller So I'm now good to go if I have a breakdown. All I need to do now is find somewhere to keep the jack. I'll probably, it goes under the passenger seat. There's a little compartment. I'll go check it out, see if that's there. And then I'm going to show you the modifications, the other things I've done to help improve the car. Yeah, so under the passenger seat would be the jack if it came with a jack. But my car, I've put that horrible glue kit and pump in there, and then also there's a nice little storage area under the mat, so I've put the jack in there. I'm just going to button it up nicely. So there we go, nice little, you might, unless you hoover your car, you might never have noticed this little bit. You clip it out and put everything under there. You've probably seen these and don't use them. There's one each side, but the jack, wheel brace, and I put some rubber gloves in there. So now I've got the car how I like it, with a spare and a jack, so I can sort myself out if I need, if we have a puncture. I think that's quite an important thing. And I'll just put the mat back. I'll put the seat, if you didn't know, the seat can fold flat. Maybe if you want to then fold that one flat, and you can fit something long in there. Another, while I'm looking at it, to remind me, something else I like about the Berlingos, you've got 3 Isofix seats, so it's been quite handy when we've got the children. We can bring a friend, put their car seat in the middle, and still go out down to the beach or whatever you need to do, and all the 3 children are Isofix seats. It's got the seat belt up there, comes down, it's all good. So if you hadn't spotted it yet, I'm going to show you the one other modification I did straight away before I even let the kids in the car. And I did this on my previous Berlingo, and then when I traded it in, I removed it and the car looked brand new. So a good little trick, I've put black tape here and here and here, and you can see where our feet scuff it. And on that bit there, I've got some clear helicopter tape, getting in and out, and so you scuff it. So on the car, when I traded it in, I removed this, polished up the sill, and the car, even though it's 3 years old, looked brand new. And then for the back, what's really good is I've done helicopter tape there because the door moulding rubbed the paint off, so I've protected that area. My children, they step here to get in, so tape, they step here, the foot sometimes slips off here onto there, so instead of scratching all this up, I've got some black tape and a bit of helicopter clear tape at the same time. And when I trade the car in or go to sell it, remove all the tape, clean up these edges with a bit of polish, and the car will look brand new and give the impression you've been looking after it. Ooh, which I have done. So owning it for a year, what faults have I had? Apart from being disappointed about no spare wheel, no cup holders, that's just deliberate, the model's changed. And I think why remove cup holders from a family car? There's no reason for that. I can understand maybe the spare wheel, trying to make the car lighter for emissions, but again, that's really, does a spare wheel make that much difference? So having it for a year, the only fault has been the radio. About a month ago, the radio just wouldn't turn on. There was no volume, and the screen was stuck. It was just white. It was illuminated, but there was nothing there. Dealer, really helpful. Phoned them up, booked them in. They had it for the day. I spoke to the tech. They did some master reboot or something, and it's been fine ever since. And then the only other thing, again, this is from being built, I need to sort this out, which I'll do. is the door doesn't fit. See how it's dropped? So when you have to slam it to, if I'd open it, so I need to lift the door up so it lines up with the catch. It's quite hard to show. Yeah, we love our Berlingo. This has been my year's experience. It was done, we had its first service a couple of weeks ago. It's on 3,000 miles, which isn't much for a year-old car, but we live in Jersey, don't do many miles. It's great. And the other thing I've just thought of is why I prefer the Berlingo to the Peugeot, which I'll just open the door and I'll show you. Let's go. If you're able to sit in both at the dealership, if your Citroen dealer is also the Peugeot dealer, if not, you're gonna have to go around. The Citroen is quite traditional in its seating position, where you're looking through the steering wheel, and it's a nice size, love it. But if you go and sit in the Peugeot's got a smaller steering wheel, trying to be like a racing car, but it's not a racing car, and you have to look over the top. And for me, I'm a little bit tall, and it was just, I felt like I couldn't see the instruments because the steering wheel was in the way. And because they've moved the steering wheel down a bit so you can look over the top, getting in and out, I was always sort of having to squeeze my legs past the car, which was giving you a feeling of getting in a sports car. But I haven't got a sports car. I've got a family car where I want to get in and out easily and see the instruments easily. But the Peugeot does have a nice central box for putting stuff in and everything, but that wasn't, I didn't want the box but not be able to see the instruments. I'd rather have the box missing and see the instruments. But I do believe you can tick a box when you order one, and it comes with this big central thing with a slider and a hidden box in there that you can put all your junk in. That's one other thing, if someone from Citroen is watching, this is annoying. Great cubby hole, but why can't it have a little notch in it somehow so it can stay up on its own? You know, it's a bit annoying. This glove box is nice and deep, it's perfect. Little shelf down there, a little, put your phone in there. It'd be nice if that had had a charger. Yeah, love it. So if you've liked my review or experience of owning a Citroen Berlingo, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. If you think it was a load of rubbish, you're probably not watching now, give it a thumbs down. When I do if you're interested in seeing how I add that bit of trim with the cup holders, then put something in the comments, then I know if people are interested, and I'll film or show how I've done that. That's the end. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.